I mean, you couldn't tell them a thing in that video right there. Atlanta's own Xscape continues to break records. My Little Secret, now certified platinum here in the U.S., meaning at least 1 million units were sold or streamed. And this morning, the group is gearing up for a major performance happening this weekend in Stockbridge. I'm so excited. We've got the ladies of Xscape with us this morning, Candy Burris, Tiny Harris, and Tamika Scott. It's great to have you all with us.
Well, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Well, let's get into this because you all were dropping so many hits in the 90s.
Yes.
What does it mean to now have another platinum recognition? Because I want to make it known that they've got several of those, right?
Yes.
But what does it mean to have another one in 2025?
It feels amazing because that means that people are still rocking with us, still listening to our music right now. Back when we dropped and released these albums, all of our albums went platinum, but when labels used to put out the singles, on the second single, they didn't push it as hard so that the album would sell more.
Mm-hmm.
So our Little Secret was gold, but then they stopped putting it in stores, so the album would sell. But now people are streaming it because they can stream the individual songs, and it's platinum now.
Yes.
I mean, y'all are after it for sure. Tiny, you all were on tour with SWV, and now y'all are gearing up doing some other stuff of your own. Are y'all not tired?
No, we just gearing up.
Yo, just getting started. We still got years to go. I love that. And what about you, Tamika?
I love it. Every moment, every moment with my sisters, we on the road. It's like we're back in high school all over again. It don't seem like work. We be like, ladies, get on stage. We be laughing and giggling and acting crazy. So we're having a great time.
Really, what is the relationship that you all share? Because we've seen you guys for several years, but nobody really knows the behind the scenes. But you guys really seem to enjoy each other on the stage. I'm sure behind the sines. What is it like for y'all? Is it really a sisterhood?
I mean, I feel so.
Yeah, I think
Todd said it was boring. Todd said we're boring. He was like, because Candy said, when last time we argued? We was like, we haven't argued in almost 3 years. November, it'd be 3 years we have not had an argument. He's like, y'all boring.
Well,
We'll take that, right? That's
I'll
actually a
take
good
that
thing. Yeah.
because, for years, everybody's watched our journey and, we've had a lot of things that we had to come through to get to this point.
Absolutely.
Where everything is just flowing perfectly.
I feel like it's a lot of respect for one another and love, and, we all mature, so we're in the best place ever.
I see 3 of you. There's one that's missing.
Yeah.
Will there ever be the 4 of you again on stage?
You never know.
You never know.
They say never.
Right.
But,
Never know. Just keep watching Xscape.
Just keep watching.
Keep kicking it with Xscape.
Well,
Okay, now hold on. Now hold on. Now, Tamika, I do have to ask you this though, because remember your sister ended up doing a cover on Chris Brown's Residuals and said that the 2 of you were gonna have a conversation about some of the things that happened.
We have not talked about those residuals.
Y'all haven't talked about. Are y'all
We
gonna
haven't
talk
talked about the
it?
residuals. No, we haven't talked about. No, we had a brief conversation after she released the album. She's doing her thing, we're doing our thing, and it's it's just respect.
Okay, but we'll hold on to that. Never say never, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that, the flow of what's going on right now is perfect. You know what I'm saying? We have no animosity, we have no issues, and we know how to deal with one another when we do have something comes up, and it's dead there. So I feel like we're in the best space ever, but we don't never want to, say never, but I think, this is like a real concrete, solid.
Low.
Y'all got the flow, y'all got the crew. Can we expect some new music in the future? Maybe another album one day?
Well, we've been really pouring all the creativity into some of the artists that we have been developing, I'm developing a girl group called Siren. They dropping new music. They just dropped a single called The Softest, and it's inspired by The Softest Place on Earth. That was a song of ours. And then
I have the OMG girls. They just dropped a new song called "Make a Scene," so we're back on the scene.
Hey.
And we, like she said, we're pouring into them and getting them out there and making sure they hit the stardom that they need.
And I can't forget my daughter, Young Naya.
Oh, Young Naya, you better know it.
Yes.
But what's interesting is you all are pouring into the next generation.
Yeah.
Do you guys see that same maybe twinkle in their eye as what you all had when you were in high school and came on the scene?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's so funny, it's like history repeating itself when you see, young artists that you're working with and all the dreams and the things they want and some of the things that, they may take for granted. You be like, look, we have to tell them like, hey, this is what we had to deal with. Hopefully we can help them maneuver and, miss some of the things that we had to deal with. But yeah, they're excited.
Yeah. For mine, personally, they don't want this $70-something million. I have to be like,
listen.
hey, listen.
They're sitting on some good money, all right? I love that for them.
We gonna jump in, but I'm like, no, jump now. They like,
I love that. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out with us this morning. Candy, Tanya, and Tamika